Okay. Hey. Hello, Dolly, and welcome back to FNaF Space to Survive. Time we found out there's actually a town called New Harmony in the FNaF Space. Time we continue on. Huh? Was all she said for a moment. To the west of her. Want them to set out in secret. True. Remember what they do now? You know, like that's something about, but it doesn't. Sorry, me. It doesn't sound wrong, but it's not right either. Positive. But John still has a full look in his face. Come on. Just, Charlie wiped her cheek and took a sticky back. Then looked to it. She nodded with an exhausted sigh and got to her face. Should we wait for everyone to wake up? John said as they emerged into the parking lot. Go back. No, Johnny said without the heinous. The heinous? Again, another weird word. How many weird words have I never heard of before? And I got a question in this goddamn book. I don't want anyone there. He added just the tone. Just the thought of the whole group going along made her anxious. Was too risky, too private. She had no idea what fine or what it might do to her. And she couldn't the thought of making those discoveries with the ocean. Okay. Just us there. Just us. Turn to the side, grab the car keys. Wait, so I didn't hear the others. Door. Dixon's there, I'll be off. Sure. Lift. I died again. Out the door. Shut the keys gone and tossed in the passage. There's a mat in here, he said, opening the door. So the bat fell out and made of two Western. Your aunt, strike again, John. Dial. Charlie held the hammer just a few inches from her face. New Holly was close, only about a half hour away. Think you can investigate, Nugget? Aye, Captain, Charlie said. Then left that door. Fine, she's worried. Aye, Captain. For some reason that went nice to fun. No idea. They drove back through the hole and out the other side. The house was farther and farther they went. Each one stood salty, only connected by sagging power wires. Charlie watched the bones and dripping wires as if they go on further. Then blinked, breaking the spell. Ahead of them, the mountains rose up and dark against the clear blue sky. They looked more solid than anything else around them. More real, and maybe they were. They had been there, watching, not before the houses, long before the roads, and they would be here long after they were gone. Nice day, John said, as he looked at him. Yeah, gaze on the feed. Yeah, George. I kind of forgot how beautiful it is out here. Said. He was quiet for a moment, then looked at her sideways. Charlie couldn't tell if he was being shy or just curious eyes of the world. It's weird, he said at last. When I was a kid, the mountain kind of scared me, especially when we were driving in the dark. They were like some monstrous beast looming over us. He laughed at himself. But Charlie laughed. I know what you mean. It's very interesting. I think that pretty much just bounces though. Hey, she said. You never told me what your story was about. My story? He fixed his eyes at her again, a little nervous. Yeah, you said it. You saw a story published. What was it about? I mean, just a little magazine. Just go. Oh, he was the magazine guy. Yeah. They were lost it. Charlie looked at the fire too. It called the little yellow house. Oh boy, said. He's 10 years old, and by the time he's divorced. They fight and he overhears them saying awful things to each other. And he hides in the floor with the door shut, but he could still hear them. So, oh, uh, sorry, that just confuses me because there's no comment at the end of the sentence. Because the next line starts with one of those speech marks. Grammar, grammar, ding, patch please. Sorry, sorry for being grammar boss. See that? When I see something like that, I have to point it out. So he out the window. So he starts looking out the window at the house across the street. They sort of hear classical, but just know that he could get inside. He watched them go in and out of the house. And he finds he starts making a story about them. What they do. And after a while, they start getting more real to him and his whole family. He got to try again. I've been trying to gauge a reaction. I try style, no dog. So Summons continues and his friend goes away for a week. And Smizzle get back the family in the house to see him moved away. But just for sale and hanging in front. Good thing. But he looked at her with the sea. That's the end, he said. Oh, said. He said. So, and guess. I would have gone for the half in there. Huh. What's that? He grinned to her. It's the secret. Isn't this book? It'd be funny if it is this book. Like in canon, this book is canon. Book session. Troy smiled back. It felt good to be out here. Good to be to just be driving out into the horizon. She cranked the window down and put her arm out of the air, enjoying the swift over the rushing wind. No wind rushing, it's us before. What about you? John said. What about me? Charlie said, still halfway playing against the wind. Come on, what's the life for Charlie these days? Charlie smiled back, nodded his head, and pulled her arm back into the car. I don't know, she said. Hey, boring. There was a part of life that she didn't. But for the same reason she wanted him with her now. She didn't want her new life to mix with the old. But John had told her something real, something personal, and she felt like the old and the scene too. Yeah, so why, she said. I ain't answers cool, even she does sometimes look at me like she's not quite sure where I came from. School's fine, I have friends and all that, but it feels temporary. I don't know yet, but I feel like I'm already gone. Gone what? John said. And Charlie shot. New card decking? I'm not sure what comes next. Nobody knows what comes next, I guess. So, do you? She started to sound, but yeah, she positive. Positive? Did she just poke him? That just says poke instead of prod it! Again, another weird word. I don't get it, that one. Do what? She said cheesily. Do I ever think of you? He flushed, and she regretted the word. What? I was gonna say, do you ever see your mom? I was gonna say, do you ever see your mom? He said quietly. Oh, yes. No, I don't. It was also Charlie to think of her mother. She thought of her mother felt the same too. Too much hung the chain down. Not quite blame, cause neither of them were to blame what happened. What? Something happened? So something must have happened at Spencer's family diner. Another incident? But something close to it. The plan, incidental, the, like all this. Plus, yes, show, like, madness. The forced down path. Joy? John was saying her name, and she was both said, sorry, she said, I checked it off for a second. You got any music in this car? Yeah. Oh wait, you got any music in this car? I'm just rewriting him talking. There! What's up with me? Yeah. And she nodded eagerly. Seated on the person. She picked up a picture of cassette scattered on the floor. Yeah. Hold on, Hattie. Back, the screen. She shoved the two great. I set back against the other window. Think this is where the match used to end, John gestured to the world head. The whole area is pretty much blank. What he's looking for isn't going to be on a map. Fully mapped. See. Back here. Yeah. I think so. Yes, and that will branch up in all directions. See, with most, he kept going. Upcoming and trash. Whoa. Just see. It was still the house. The careful. Oh, my own. Oh, but he busted out the thing. Oh, I own your track, she said with the edge. no one's Charlie go quickly took people down the road, but there were no cars. Charlie! He called again, waving the dust away from his face and wishing to catch up. As he whispered, over and intense look, the trees out here. Cancer, Gaggy, Charlie, look, I said my fan is touching. Old station? John asked. Someone asked. There was a long bit in that little tree. Make it difficult to stop. The tracks veered away, heading on it. Mounted. So, John finally, he stopped dragging us, letting them go. John finally caught up, and they walked through the dry grass there at the tree, not far away now. At the road, Joy straight over randomly, heading away from the building. John hesitated, but he just chose reality, then followed her. But to make sure he knew the way to the car. Before long, the broken weeds. Oh, now it's almost hidden back. Then towards the building. This is it, Joy said slowly. Joy said carefully, then stood aside. They walked the road together. There was the grass, the saw on the waiting hole. The one with the waiting on the gas heat. There was no one grassy. As Saul remembered, Paul had been dead when she was a child, she would never. Or the Union jacket hole where they had been, and they lay where they fell, rotting into the ground. The tree seemed a shade of its fallen itself. Only recognized by the stones and the bulges on the side that had made his face. Now even his face was tired. His cell was long and distributed. Ghost story with a dark roof and with a big wall. The priest had one painted red, but time and sun and rain paint was cleanly and careless. Whole history gone, and the wood beneath showing. Dark with what might be what the family's old girl with tall grass. A choice was thinking through the whole structure was suddenly being swallowed by the air. Choice that they never. Then she let go. Seeing her and see her laugh. She felt as though she was preparing for a fight. As the building itself might attack if it sense of weakness. This is a monster house. Shy hatchet. Job Buster! Charlie went up to the steps, a few steps to the door, sticking to the edges and teasing the wood down her full weight. The stairs held, but they were soft. Benches in the middle. She didn't try. John didn't follow her right away. Shy tried by something in his grasp. Charlie, he held it up. Fastest met sound, the words painted. Fredbear's family diner! Holy dinosaurs! So the Springlock suit. Where's Fredbear's family diner? Well, in this continuity at least. But damn! That's interesting. So they were in Fredbear's family diner before they were in. Yeah, or they were in Fredbear's pizza. Why hasn't anyone mentioned this? Do they not think it's important? I think it's important. So why hasn't no one mentioned this? And this is exactly why I'm reading through this book. They only mention the important part. Jeez Louise. Let's mention anything that doesn't matter with their theory. Well, I'm a small shadow. Reading this book because I feel like it. And because I feel like it, found out that. So ha ha over channels. Ha ha. Charlie gave us a gentle smile. Oh, this. Oh. Charlie came up the. Why did I say Charlie? John came up the stairs behind us and set the sign down carefully by the door, and they went to the side. The door swung open easy into the windows on all sides, revealing entrance and decay. Unlike Freddy's, this place had been cleaned out. The wooden floor seemed in the wall for the weather. Sunlight was singing in, unscored, and went where it wanted with all talking back. Charlie looked at us. It was still there, but wasn't explained for Misty. There were double doors to the right with typical windows. Unlike the dining area, which was with sunlight and sound of the outside, the room door was still pitch black. John was more interested in this than Charlie, and he peered into one of the windows, obviously tempted to nudge it open and see what's inside. That's to explore his curiosity and walk further into the dining room, which he only knew as his memory. That was vacant. It was a vacant and lonely room, sitting longer now, at least 50 feet, growing darker as it went. There was a tiny elevated stage at the end of the room. Okay, I'm not going to say anything yet because I am not sure what's going to happen. But that knowing the spiritual friend versus dining was the only thing I was confident about. In the last episode. And I'm not confident about what I'm going to say. At the end of the room, Charlie will realize as she looks around the place. He had probably been a dinosaur that her parents used to catch it. Probably been a bar. it and showed that she was right. The way you goose are scratching in the woods for the boss dudes want bar with a crunchy thing. What's it called? See two animals charged in the shadows, moving in unnatural twists and turns. She could hear echoes of carnival music and distant laughter. She could still sense the cigarette smoke in the air. She hesitated before going further, as though the ghost she was on the stage. She tried to catch a glimpse of where John was. Finally had the door to the kitchen half open. I was sticking his head inside. Joy turned her attention back to the stage. Off John's stick. Across the creaky floor. In the small sound was deafening, accompanied by faint whispers. At the sound, there was a wall. Swift the wall peeped down and hung fast against the wall. Still, a two breeze lifted them off, and they wagged back against the wall. They walked carefully, for Tricia must have stood there before. They were holes and were bolted once a been. The corners looked backwards, with sheets of coils and wires. There, everything is gone. Her head jetted down towards there was a note. Of course there's a note down. This is why you're here. She stood still, looking at the door. Touched it. She was gasped with the same unlogical fear. Those spiders in the blue that might come out. Oh, how far am I? Do the next page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. Okay, that's 7 pages, right? I'm fine with stopping there. Anyway, next time we open the door. But not to have a vaccine doctor. Hell no. See you guys then.